Welcome student our today's section of subject power engineering and refrigeration. Today we are going to start our chapter number 3 and name of this chapter is air compressor. In this chapter we are going to see the various types of compressor, then use of compressor, and also we are going to study some of its numericals which are related to the efficiencies. The efficiencies such as volumetric efficiency, isothermal and mechanical efficiency. Then also again we are going to see the pressure ratio, compressor capacity, free air delivery. Also we are going to see this application. So let's get started here. So these are the introduction of our today's online section. We are going to see the introduction of air compressor, then what is compressor, then need, then types and classes, and description of it. Okay. So here we are. So what is compressor? So compressors are mechanical devices that compresses the gases. It is widely used in the industries and has various applications. So compressors are the mechanical devices which are used to compress the gases. Compress the gases means they are used to increase the pressure of gases. Uh, Air compressor is a machine which sucks low pressure, low temperature air from atmosphere and compresses it to a high pressure, high temperature by reciprocating motion of piston or by rotary motion of blade in casing. It is work absorbing machine driven by external source. There are many industrial uses of this compressed air. So we are using the compressor to compress the air. You many times all of you saw this compressed air. So normal application is for filling the air in the tube of vehicle, in automotive services station to clean the vehicles, for spray painting in paint industries we need compressed air, and to compress the air we need the air compressor. In vehicles to operate air brakes, then for cleaning of workshop machines, for cooling large buildings we are using the compressed air. For supercharging of IC engine, for automation of fuel in compression ignition engine, in blast furnace, in uh, factory we are going to use the air compressor which produces the compressed air. Then here we are going to see how these air compressors are different from this, how these air compressors are different from the pump here. So major difference between the air compressor and pump is that the compressor handles the gases and pump handle the liquid. As gases are compressible, the compressor also reduces the volume of gas. As compared to the liquid with gases, liquids are relatively incompressible as compared with the gas. Then what is the need of this air compressor or compression of air? Why we are going to do this? What is the need? So it is listed here. So compressor have many everyday uses such as air conditioning. You know, in case of the air conditioning, compressor it is the main part of air conditioning. When we are going to study our chapter number 5, which is refrigeration, in that refrigeration, when we are going to study the VCR, vapor compression refrigeration system, the compressor it is the main part of this air conditioning system. I also want to tell you that compressor it is known as heart for this air conditioning system. Like this heart which is operating inside us, similarly compressor is working inside the refrigeration and air conditioning system. Then it is having some home and industrial refrigeration also we are going to use this air compressors. Then hydraulic compression for industrial machines, then air compressor for industrial machines. Okay. So here we are going to see the classification of this air compressor. So compressors are basically defined by two ways: positive displacement pump and dynamic displacement pump. Dynamic displacement pumps sometimes they may be called as the non-positive displacement pump. Then what is this positive displacement pump? Positive displacement pump are the pumps which delivers constant volume of air as compared to the non-positive. We are going to see this in depth. Then this positive displacement pump also subdivides into two. First one is the rotary pump, then another one is the reciprocating pump. Rotary pump are again classified into lobe pump, screw pump, then liquid ring, scroll, and vane pump. We are going to study each this type of compressor in deep by studying his diagram also. Then this reciprocating, they are divided into diaphragm type, single acting, and double acting reciprocating pump. The diaphragm acting cylinder is not asked in the examination, but single acting and double acting compressors are asked in the examination. So here we are going to see the positive displacement compressor. Positive displacement pump are the pumps are positive displacement compressors are the compressors which operate by forcing a fixed volume of fluid from the inlet pressure section of the compressor into the discharge zone of the compressor. Here the fluid for this air we are referring it as a fluid, but meaning of this fluid is not liquid here. Here the meaning of the fluid is air here. Compressor operates which force a fixed volume of fluid from the inlet pressure section of the compressor into the discharge zone. This means they are having the fixed volume, fixed volumetric discharge for this positive displacement pump. Then we are going to see this reciprocating compressors. So reciprocating compressor having three types: single acting compressor, double acting compressor, and diaphragm type compressor. Single acting compressor, it is a compressor which is having only entry in the one side of this piston. But in case of this double acting reciprocating compressor, the entry of fluid is on the both side of this compressor. Again we are having third type which is known as the diaphragm type compressor. So here you can see it is the single acting compressor. A single acting reciprocating piston compressor consists of a single cylinder which only takes in and discharge fluid at one end. You can see this is the piston here. You can say this is the piston here, and only on the one side of this piston this fluid or air is operating. On the another side there is no presence of the air or air here. That's why the air is compressed by only one side of this piston, so we name it as a single acting compressor. बघा इथे काय होतंय की पिस्टनच्या फक्त एकाच बाजूला एअर येते आणि आपण त्याला इथे कॉम्प्रेस करतोय. त्यामुळे काय म्हणतोय आपण की पिस्टनच्या एकाच बाजूला एअर राहत आहे, त्यामुळे आपण याला काय म्हणतोय, सिंगल ॲक्टिंग सिलेंडर. आणि जर समजा तुमच्या पिस्टनच्या दोन्ही बाजूला एअर राहत असेल तर त्याला आपण म्हणू डबल ॲक्टिंग सिलेंडर. हियर वी आर गोइंग टू सी दिस डबल ॲक्टिंग सिलेंडर. A double acting unit also has one cylinder but is piped up to in and discharge fluid at both ends. इथे बघा इथे बघा हा जो आपला पिस्टन आहे, इथे या पिस्टनच्या बोथ साईडला आपल्याला इथे काय दिसतंय, एअरची एंट्री दिसतंय. त्यामुळे आपण काय म्हणू शकतो, इथं पिस्टनच्या बोथ साईडला एअर येते आणि त्याचं कॉम्प्रेशन बोथ साईडला होतंय. त्यामुळे डिस्चार्ज सुद्धा कसं आहे, बोथ साईड आहे. त्यामुळे आपण त्याला म्हणू शकतो डबल ॲक्टिंग कॉम्प्रेसर. बघा डबल ॲक्टिंग कॉम्प्रेसर मी एकदा तुम्हाला सिम्पली ब्लॅकबोर्डवर सुद्धा सांगेल, इथे स्पेसिफाय होत नाही आहे. पण डबल ॲक्टिंगमध्ये काय असतं की एंट्री फॉर फ्लुइड इज ऑन बोथ साइड ऑफ दिस पिस्टन. Okay. Then it is a need of intercooler in multistaging. Normally, if you are going to compress the air in single stage, then we name it as single stage compressor. But if we are going to compress air in multiple we are going to use multiple compressor to compress the air, then it is named as multi-stage compression. For this multi-stage compression we are going to use the intercooler. Why we are going to use the intercooler? Because intercooler reduces the temperature of this air, and it also reduces the work required for the compression. That's why this intercooling is required to reduce the temperature of air or fluid. An intercooler is a mechanical device used to cool a fluid, including a liquid or gases. Between the stages of multi-stage heating process, typically a heat exchanger that removes waste heat in a gas compressor, it is called as the intercooler in multi-stage. So this is the simple diagram for this diaphragm type compressor. You can say the diaphragm type compressor, it is a variant of classic reciprocating compressor. The compression of gas occurs by means of the flexible membrane instead of an piston. बघा सिंगल ॲक्टिंग कॉम्प्रेसर आणि डबल ॲक्टिंग कॉम्प्रेसरमध्ये आपण काय बघितलं, तिथे पिस्टन होता, इथे पिस्टनच्या ऐवजी काय आहे, इथे आहे तुमचा डायफ्रॅगम. बघा इथे तुम्ही बघू शकता, इथे काय होईल, गॅसमधलं एअर आतमध्ये येईल, त्यावेळेला काय करूया आपण, हा जो आपला डायफ्रॅग्राम आहे त्याला खालच्या बाजूला पुश करू, आणि जेव्हा आपल्याला एअर कॉम्प्रेस करायची असेल त्यावेळेला आपण काय करू, इनलेट बंद करूया आणि डायफ्रॅगमला वरच्या बाजूला पुश करू, त्यामुळे काय होईल, एअर कॉम्प्रेस होईल आणि ती इथनं बाहेर जाईल. सो दिस इज द सेम फंक्शन. इन्स्टेड ऑफ युजिंग द पिस्टन वी आर गोइंग टू यूज द डायफ्रॅगम. डायफ्रॅगम काय असतं, डायफ्रॅगम हे रबरसारखं एक मटेरियल असतं, तर आपण इथे डायफ्रॅगमचा मेम्ब्रेन वापरतोय ॲज अ डायफ्रॅगम. Okay, diaphragm is a simple flexible membrane. Okay, there are the rotary compressors. Okay, so I'm stopping here for today's section. Let's next concept we will see in the next section. Thank you for today's section. If you have any doubts, then you can contact me on my personal WhatsApp number. Thank you.